welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. You're tuned into MTV Sports and you're with me, Vasam. We had a few interesting topics before the break. Of course, we had a look at the Grammys and a few stories that have been happening towards earlier of the week. And as I said earlier, it is a time of the year where we did discuss about, the SAG Award, which is a Stage Actors Guild Award, then the Golden Globes, and of course we have the Oscars coming up on the 25th, 4th of February, which we will keep an eye on as well. But of course I'm going to talk a little bit about the BAFTA Awards, which also happened on Sunday while the Grammys were going on, which did happen in England. And of course BAFTA is, I think it's a little funny, it's a funny word, but it is the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. It's the 66th British Academy Film Awards that took place on Sunday, and I have the main results of who won what, so I'm just going to read it out to you. Of course, Argo seems to be getting a lot of prominence lately, especially with SAG and Golden Globes and a lot of awards here and there. And yes, Argo did manage to win Best Film for the BAFTA Awards, and Outstanding British Film Award went out to, any guesses? Skyfall. And of course, film not in the English language, that category was won by Amor. And for Best Documentary, it was for Searching for Sugar Man. Best Animated Film, Brave. Best Director went out to Ben Affleck, again for Argo. And Original Screenplay was given out to Django Unchained, of course, for the legendary Quentin Tarantino, who directed that. And of course, Adapted Screenplay was given to Silver Linings Playbook. And Best Leading Actress, Emmanuel Riva for Amor. Leading Actor, again, another actor who has been, on the news lately with a lot of other awards. He's been springing, of course, the famous method actor Daniel Day-Lewis, who has already won a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award for his role in Lincoln. And he's the hot favorite to carry off an Oscar as well. So, of course, he has won the Best Actor Award for in the BAFTA, and supporting actor went off to Christopher Waltz, supporting actress to Anne Hathaway, and original music was given out to Thomas Newman for Skyfall. And of course, that's a little bit about the BAFTAs. And something else which has been happening over the weekend in New York, which is the semi-annual New York Fashion Week, branded by Mercedes-Benz, which is the fashion week. It usually happens annually in February and September, and this time's February Fashion Week did take place on Sunday. And of course, during this period, now there has been a really, really bad storm, which has been happening on Sunday, and apparently the US Northeast started digging itself out after a blizzard dumped up to 40 inches of snow with hurricane force winds. But that did not stop the people to have the fashion week, and for people maybe to be a little uncomfortable but still well dressed. Check this out.
It's a wrap. Designer Diane von Furstenberg went back to her roots for fall 2013. She sent her iconic little wrap dress, metallic jacket and skinny jeans dancing down her runway on Sunday at the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in New York. The New York-based designer, who partied at Studio 54 with rock and roll royalty in the 1970s, talked with Reuters Television about the inspiration for her fall 2013-winter 2014 collection.
So DVF for fall is called glam rock. So it is what it is. It's glamorous and rock and roll. It is a little bit inspired by David Bowie when he was young, by me when I was young. It's not that it's party clothes, but it's for people who see life as a party and who embrace life, whatever they do.
Bright colours and dusty earth tones got equal time. Metallics in snakeskin prints looked luxe yet wearable. Animal prints on coats, jackets, pants, bags and shoes sent the message that it's a jungle out there.
Like an eagle, like an eagle, in the city.
there's lots of great separate pieces that you can mix and go, and beautiful flirty dresses, pants, metallic pants, great jackets, beautiful blouses, a lot of animal prints, and then this print, which is the chain link, which is the very, very first print I designed many years ago, but we treated it, we moved it, and we put it in 3D. Your bags are really your friends, and they're soft and they're comfortable, they have lots of pockets, and you can trust them.
A little wrap dress in black jersey caressed the body as the model walked the U-shaped runway. Wing accents in black satin and leather added an ultra-feminine touch. Some dresses were cut to go with the flow. Jackets, long-sleeved blouses and pants offered plenty of options. A chain-link print provided the backdrop for DVF's show at Lincoln Center. Diane von Furstenberg wore a dress done in the print, which was a recurring motif on several pieces in her fall collection. Big bags polished off many of her fall runway looks. Done up in prints or red suede fringe, these bags look like they belong to the woman who is the life of the party. After the show, Diane von Furstenberg took a turn on the runway, stopping to greet, hug and kiss old friends on the front row and breaking into a dance as the DJ played Shaka Khan's 1970s hit, I'm Every Woman.
That's a little bit about fashion for you fashion enthusiasts out there, and I know for a fact that here in Sri Lanka we have a lot of emerging fashion designers coming up, so I hope most of you managed to catch that. And of course, needless to say, with the enthusiasm you have in fashion, I'm sure you too look at many fashion shows that happen in and around the globe. That being said, of course, recently we all heard the news that shocked a billion Catholics out there, and of course, needless to say, this is the resignation of the announcement that Pope Benedict is resigning from his post, and this is of course due to old age and failing health is what the media reports it as. Funny thing, however, there's something that has been reported with evidence, with imagery by a lot of international media houses, and it's all over the internet, where a lightning struck the dome of the St. Peter's Basilica just a few hours after the Pope announced his resignation. Now, some say that, it's of course purely coincidence, but of course there are some believers out there who say that could this be a sign from above? But of course, different people are always, entitled to their own opinion on the topic. Of course, he will resign on the 28th of Feb, and he has also made a statement that he will not interfere in the affairs of his successor after his decision to resign. And of course, this is the first papal resignation in nearly 600 years, so none of us has seen anything like this in our lifetime. And of course, yesterday, I'm sure when you guys were going into work or dropping your kids at school or, doing your different household chores in the morning, you would have noticed that there was a lot of unusual traffic if you were coming in and around Colombo. And of course, this is because the traffic police yesterday, they started to conduct a census on light vehicles, and on all the light vehicles entering the city of Colombo from 8 a.m. and they were doing it yesterday till like 12 noon. And of course, the police said that they were going through the census yesterday as a study for a traffic plan in the city, as traffic congestion on main roads was supposed to be high. And of course, traffic policemen were deployed at all strategic points, and they were also given out forms yesterday when certain cars were passing by, and they'd asked them to return it. But of course, there is no census that's being conducted today. so hopefully there will be no issue in terms of huge traffic. So I sincerely hope that you will you will be able to get about in and around Colombo a lot better today. And of course, I've got one more thing that I want to share before we conclude the program, and this is of course a very interesting report which has been released this week by the Economist Intelligence Unit in USA. And of course, and this is to do with the world's 10 most expensive cities in 2013. And of course, some of the main staples of living, from clothing to groceries, pricing out everyday items such as loaves of bread, bottles of wine, packs of cigarettes, things that can see great fluctuations rather year to year based on taxes and tariffs and production changes, and those were the basis of how this survey was conducted and how this report was released rather. So if you are a traveler who is on a budget and you want to head out there for a low budget and just see the world out there, these 10 cities may not be the ones you want to visit this year. And I'm going to tell you what the 10 cities are. And right on number 10 we have Geneva, and on number 9 we have Caracas. Number 8 we have Paris, Zurich, and of course, yes, some of you may not believe this, but yes, Singapore, Melbourne, Oslo, Sydney, and of course the top 2 happens to be from the cities happen to be from the same nation, and that is Japan, and we have that is Osaka, and right in at number 1 we've got Tokyo. So those are the top 10 cities which are considered to be the most expensive in 2013. And as I said, if you are a budget traveler and if you are making plans on going out there and doing a little small holiday or a little trip around the world, maybe these 10 cities may be something you may want to avoid. Of course, if you can afford it, definitely give it a shot. Even though they are expensive, I'm sure it's great. Those are great cities out there that you can visit. And like I said, those are the stories I have for you today. Just a little reminder that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and when you do head out, do think about something special that you want to give your loved ones out there. Go out there, shop for something special. Don't wait for the last moment till tomorrow. And right now we will conclude with a really nice cover of Gangnam Style. It's actually a very nice cover. Check this out. See you again tomorrow.